It's Wednesday, and you know what time it is. It's chasing gazillions. Not the same as making millions.
But it's getting
Wednesday,
closer in Prince George's County.
it is getting closer in Prince George's County. Wednesdays with Fernando and Anthony, two real estate professionals just coming together, kicking a can down the road, talking about real estate, life, our business, your business, and bringing to you, as always, every Wednesday, someone, a practitioner from the marketplace, who's going to give you some insights that are going to help you and your business and you personally thrive here in this market. Fernando, how have you been, man? It's been a
Good.
challenging week. I know you've been traveling. What's going on?
Long week. I had to go to Houston to support a really good friend, my best friend, actually. I've known him since 1971. 52-year friendship. We grew up in the same neighborhood in Miami. His daughter was sick, so we went and supported her. And it was his 30th wedding anniversary, which I was the best man at, and he had to be at the hospital on his 30th.
Kudos, yeah.
So I went. Me and my wife flew down to Houston and spent the long weekend with them and made sure that they were going to be okay, man, and the daughter was going to be okay, which she came out successfully out of the surgery.
Oh, blessings, blessings. Good,
yeah,
good.
She's going to be fine. It was just nerve-wracking, you know. We all have kids, and when your kids get sick, you feel like you're sick, and support is what you need, you know, in that time of need.
That's right.
On a business-wise, the NORA contract, which I've had since 2012.
NORA. Is that the New Orleans thing? NORA?
Yep, New Orleans Redevelopment Authority.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
The contract is up, so we have to get re-signed up for another 4 years. And we made it
is open for competition.
It is. So we put in our
no
proposal.
Soul sourcing after all these years of doing great work for them. They don't just hand that to you.
They don't. I mean, that's the government. You know, you have to follow procedure, man. I mean, that's just the way it is. So we made it through the first stage, which is they reviewed our proposal. Second stage is an interview process, and that's tomorrow. So hopefully,
but that's you. You are the face of Hillco down in New Orleans, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I will be in the interview, be taking the questions. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's good. They're keeping everyone on their toes, keeping everyone honest, and keeps us on our toes as well. If they just handed it to us, we take it for granted. And the way it is right now, it's not being taken for granted. So I'm looking forward to that.
Good.
Maryland had a bad loss at Penn State. Buzzer beater. They're killing me.
You know what? I can no longer, because of our relationship, I can no longer feign that I don't know what season it is when people are talking about sport. Normally, I like to be oblivious, right? Indifferent.
Yeah.
But now I do know it's basketball season. It's March.
You're good at that, though. You're good at that. Being oblivious. You're very good at that. But got to play golf in Houston on Sunday.
Nice.
Shot a nice 82
How many holes
out there.
How many holes?
All 18. Shot an 82. Beat my competitors.
Is that right? Is that all you got? You couldn't get higher than that? Because normally I'm way in the hundreds. You couldn't do better than 82?
Beat the competitors by 11, and the other guy by 21 strokes. So yeah, I think I did all right.
Okay. Hey, if you say so.
It was good. Played well. So I'm looking forward to the end of the month going to Casa de Campo.
Oh, nice. Where's that? Where's Casa de Campo?
The Dominican Republic.
La Romana. The DR. You know what I do notice about all the travel that you do? What I notice mostly is that you never invite me.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
I never see you.
Getting closer.
I don't know what more I got to do with this relationship here to warrant at least, hey man, I'm going to the DR. Would you like to go?
We got 20 guys going.
20 other guys are going.
We've been 26 years this strip's been going on for. These are not new dudes that just jumped on board. It's
Am I jumping on board? You know what? Someone asked me the other day, how long have we known one another? And I said, it feels like a long. I don't know. The relationship is so strong. I don't know when it began, but I know when it's going to end. And that's if I don't start getting some invites. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
you know, I keep that very tight. The invitations to personal events just don't get thrown out there. They just don't.
Okay.
And I don't know what to tell you. So,
all right, good. Hey, man.
How about you?
Well, me, you know, it's been good week, man. I'm still on track to do 36 closed transactions this year. Picked up another listing this week. We also that 13 unit apartment building at 1800 Shepherd. The TOPA rights have expired, and so now that's finally going to close. That has been a nightmare assignment. It got caught up with the TOPA when it went under, and just on and on and on. But we are finally, we should be at the end of the road now, and going to close on that transaction and move it down the road.
We had a great episode on TOPA. If anyone wants to know more about it, look.
That's right. With Ben Soto.
Yeah.
The officer, the attorney, and fraternity brother of mine, Kappa Alpha Psi, the greatest fraternity in the world, did a great episode on TOPA. That's exactly right. Exactly. Yeah. So it's been a good week. And here we are, man, with another great episode of, Chasing Gazillions, not the same as Making Millions. Wednesdays with Fernando and Anthony. That's a plug we do. At some point, we are going to get this show up and get sponsors and advertisers and technical support to sort of plug that in. But for right now, I have to do it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So
you're our guy. You're the guy.
So why don't you introduce?
All right.
Why introduce? Let's just bring him on, and then you can introduce.
All right.
Let's see. Is he out there?
Give him the big screen, Anthony, please.
On the big screen?
Yeah,
okay.
He gets the big screen.
Okay.
And
then again with me being underneath you. Why does it do that? I'm running the tech. No. How do I always end up underneath the seat upon which you sit your behind? Why am I here?
Letty keeps you in check. That's why. All right. So our guest today, good personal friend of mine, philanthropist, solid as it gets, dude, generous, loving, caring, good family man, hardworking. I guess would you be the CEO of NARDI Construction, Lou? What would be your title?
President
of NARDI Construction, Lucian Romano. Lou, tell us a little bit about yourself. Love to get to know you a little better than I already do, but I think I know you pretty well, so bring it on.
Thank you very much, Anthony and Fernando, to have me. Really appreciate the opportunity here. I am the president and owner of NARDI Construction. We've been in business for 45 years. 37 years we've been here as far as in Prince George's County, as far as our corporate offices. Do a tremendous amount of work in Prince George's County and for the county directly. My father started the company, Lucian Romano, 45 years ago, and I've been fortunate enough to be involved since 8th grade, working summer stints for my father as I was going through high school. I'm a local boy, Cashel, Redland, Magruder in Montgomery County. Continued on through college at University of Delaware, worked summer stints again with my dad, and then was fortunate enough to join forces with him in 2000. He is my current vice president, and we are enjoying commercial construction. We do all commercial construction, no residential, and we do a combination of public and private work. We are a general contractor, paper GC. Basically, I've got field staff, superintendents, people in the office, project managers, accounting, support, admin to execute projects. But we minimize our risk, mitigate our risk by subcontracting everything out. So if it's building a wall, putting in drywall, electrical, mechanical, plumbing, whatever it is, I'm looking for a subcontractor to do that work on behalf of the project to get it done with their specialty trades. We do a little bit of everything. Again, I think we've done all facets of construction other than building a bridge. We've done our largest project, single lump sum project to date, is $42 million. One of the high rises out in King Farm, 6-story, 287,000 square foot, first class downtown law room finishes with a 315,000 square foot parking garage. But I'll move a door, I'll build a building, do the interiors. I am not looking for anything special as far as specific projects to go after, other than working with an owner that treats me as a partner. And most importantly, I get paid. I get paid on time. I pay my subcontractors on time, because as the name of the show is here, as far as making millions, you ain't gonna make anything if you don't get paid. So that's a very important piece of the puzzle as far as working for people that I can trust and trust me.
Right. I love it.
That was strong.
That was strong. I'm a little, you changing the whole tempo of the show here. Lucian,
like
we could be serious or we could dumb it down. I'm just a dumb.
well, I don't know that we have to dumb it down for Fernando.
No. You answered like 6 of my 8 questions in that intro.
I'm sorry.
All right, Luke, give us a typical time frame from start to finish on a project. You get from how do you get hired to the subcontractors getting hired to managing the job? Can you give us a little timeline?
Yeah, so I mean, it depends on the type of project. Some stuff we are brought in as a partner early on, where we would be maybe a design build, where we would bring on the architect, engineers, MEP, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, design team to execute a set of documents to build things. But your typical project, we would be brought on towards the end of the design phase after first round of comments from the permitting authority. Owner would bring us in. We would bid the project out to subcontractors and have some kind of a vetting process back and forth with the owner. I would say that would typically last somewhere a month to 6 weeks as far as the upfront work. And if we are competitive enough as far as to win the project, it would go to contract after that. And then depending on the project as far as if it's a small interior renovation to building a building, project could last 3-4 weeks to a year and a half, 2 years, depending on the project. I've got a multitude of different projects going on right now as far as different timelines. But after a project was awarded to us, the general contractor, we would enter into subcontracts with our subcontractors, pick that team, go under contract with them, and then start the submittal process as far as everything and anything that is in your offices, as you see behind you, drywall, whatever, flooring, ceilings, light fixtures, all that would get produced in document form to the architect and owner to sign off on, to make material selections and sign off and make sure that we're providing the proper stuff to build out the job. That would come back. Subcontractors would release materials, and then we'd be off to the races as far as starting the construction process from a bare canvas to making whatever the final intended drawing documents say.
Lucian, you mentioned that you all are commercial. You don't do any residential work. Does that include you working with state and local governments? Are you doing, quote, government work? Because it sounds like as a general contractor, you're referencing, quote, the owner, and then you winning the assignment from the owner. I'm wondering, are you doing government work?
Yes, both. Majority of my government work, or what I would call public work, is with Prince George's County, for the county directly through OCS. We are also a public-private partner with CWP, which is Corvius, and Prince George's County doing a bunch of stormwater management work. But again, the end user client there is Prince George's County. I've done work in other agencies, other areas. I've done work in Montgomery County, built a couple fire stations and a couple of other projects for them. But majority of my governmental work is all Prince George's County. Haven't gotten into the federal arena at all.
Well, let's stay here in Prince George's County. We have some relationships here in the county. My wife, Linda Bowling, is director of DPI, which issues licenses here in Prince George's County. Share with our audience about, from your perspective on the ground, what is the development landscape? What does it look like for development opportunities going forward here in Prince George's County? We know that the government, for example, has recently acquired the former UMGC campus over here on McCormick Road, on McCormick Drive, and they are planning to move the Office of Planning over here to this side of Largo, and that's certainly going to have an impact here in this McCormick Drive area where my office, Keller Williams Preferred Properties, the largest real estate brokerage in Prince George's County, with over 600 licensed agents available to serve you and your client. Okay. But
did they pay for that? Did we get a check for that?
We gotta work these ads in, man. But tell the audience who are out here, who are watching our show all over the globe, because we are live and we are all over the internet, who are saying, hey, is Prince George's County a land of opportunity? And if so, what do you see coming down the road and where?
100% opportunity all over the place. Again, I was at a function last night as far as at the county council in front of them, talking with Office of Procurement, OCS, talking about some of their upcoming solicitations and how small businesses can get more opportunities with Prince George's County. Prince George's County is a great place to be. It is a location where there still is affordable land and affordable projects to acquire and build projects on. There is construction all over this county. Like you said, as far as the planning board moving over to McCormick Drive, there's countless other projects regarding new fire stations in the area, new police stations in Beltsville. So on that side of things, there's quite a few projects coming up. We have two large projects we're going after right now with Prince George's County. One is a special operations division, SOD. It's a 44,000 square foot masonry warehouse and office space, two-story office space for special operations division equipment. They'll be housing 196 pieces of equipment in this facility that'll be protecting the area, not only in Prince George's County, but the local DMV. We're also going after that project there is about a $18 million, $19 million facility. We're also going after HHS, Health and Human Services. There is a new building that was built a couple years ago, right at 214 inside the Beltway. Prince George's County and HHS is taking over that entire building for a build-to-suit for their needs, a six-story interior office build-out, which would be a very nice job, and another probably
is that the one off of Auth Road?
It is Hampton Park Boulevard, inside the Beltway, south of the south of the Commander Stadium.
That's right. Okay. Wow, those exciting.
There's tremendous opportunities. There's growth in the industrial warehouse market. That's very hot with Amazon and some of the big box guys coming into the area. There's a tremendous amount of concrete tilt-up warehouse work that's going on right now. And then a market that I am not in that is exploding is the schools for Prince George's County. Gil Bain right now is working on a $1.3 billion 6-school program, turning that over to the county to not only own, but also maintain those for 30 years. And there's another P3 private public offering that's coming out for another group of schools that's supposed to be closed at some point this summer. So it's a great time to be in Prince George's County, a great time to get business in this county. As far as the real sticker right now, as far as trying to get permits, trying to get all of your
watch yourself. Watch yourself.
I'm treading lightly, trying to get all the permits and sign offs to be able to get projects going. As far as the county is understaffed with COVID, there's been a lot of people that have left the county, and it's been very difficult as far as getting all the permits, getting things teed up to be ready to get started as far as the construction side of things. But everybody.
But you would agree, Melinda Bowling is a bright light in all of this.
Beautiful woman and very bright light. Yes, 100%.
All right.
Nicely done, Lou.
All right, because I was about to hit the button here. We got a little.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But look, let me ask you this. Let me follow up on something you just said. That was interesting. You say Prince George's County is a great place to be. You're a general contractor. You mentioned that you're not really in the school space. Gil Bain, great. We got to get them on the show. Okay. But I'm wondering,
I know that.
How are you sourcing new opportunities? How are you, for example, working with real estate professionals like myself and Fernando, who are all-time experienced real estate brokers and professionals who are helping clients like yourself find land and other opportunities? How are you sourcing these new deals that aren't a part of, say, an RFP from the government?
So as far as me and the general contractor realm, a lot of that happens before I even, get involved in a piece of property. Owner, developer, the person that's got the money and the vision to, build something and acquire something, they're spending time, a year and a half, 2 years, prior to my involvement in the project, acquiring land, acquiring a building, what have you, before new construction activities would start. Okay. So as far as me personally, NARDI Construction, we haven't been involved in the development side of things and world. It happens a lot in the past prior to a construction activity. So as far as giving opportunities for yourselves to get involved as far as early end on the deals, something that unfortunately I haven't been able to be privy to. But if anything obviously comes about, I'd be more than happy to get either one of you involved in something like that.
You heard it here, everybody.
Hey, Lou, one quick question. Do you see an uptick in the cannabis dispensaries with the recreational legalization of marijuana in Maryland?
Yes, we have had the pleasure to do 2 dispensaries, one in Montgomery County, one in District of Columbia. They are very high-end facilities. That these particular 2 projects were done with a group out of Massachusetts that has facilities up and down the East Coast. We've also worked and created a grow facility also in DC off of Chilham Road. They're going up everywhere. Again, because it's a new market and a cash business, trying to go after owners and developers that are doing these facilities that, again, I know I can get paid and make sure that the money is there. Some of the people that are doing it are, I would say, less than trustworthy as far as that I would want to be able to get involved with because of it being a cash business and making sure that I get paid for the goods and services provided. But with licenses and with it being able to be provided now in Maryland, DC, Virginia, it's definitely a very popular market.
Wow, wow. So cannabis, you referenced it as being a cash business, which makes me think of my cousin who used to be entrepreneurial with small bags of what was,
Known as dime bags, nickel
yeah,
bags.
dime bags. But I thought it was all medical now. I thought it was prescription based and regulated. And you're suggesting that it's still not quite as regulated?
So some of the companies have, and I don't know all the business deals as far as behind the scenes, but some of the companies are starting to take credit card and other forms of payment as far as electronic. But again, because of the federal government in a lot of areas, it is still illegal as far as to sell and have
More than your 2 ounces.
correct. It's still,
How do
I
you
guess,
know?
on a scenario where trying to accept payment and pay taxes and have everything as far as a legal part of the business. There still is a lot of workings to be able to figure out as far as to have everything truly legal.
Yeah. Well, I love that you say you've done 2 of the dispensaries, one in the district. Tell our audience and those who out here who are looking to get into that industry what a cannabis dispensary, like one in the district, in terms of size, and you said it was high end. What does that look like? I haven't been to a cannabis dispensary. I don't have a need.
Yet.
It's security, because of
Oh,
the product is something that a lot of people want. And I'm assuming because it's, a
Yeah.
drug, it brings a certain potential type of clientele. So as far as it starts on the outside, as far as either bulletproof or ballistic grade storefront materials, as far as taking impacts, as far as from the street to get into the facility. There's a vestibule as you walk in off the street that you get locked into and get buzzed in to the facility. So nobody can just walk into these facilities, because of the cash nature of it. We build vaults inside of the facilities. Facilities are usually somewhere 3,500 to 6,000 square feet as far as the
the
store
envelope.
and the surrounding pieces. Inside that vault would be all of the cannabis and all of the flower and I guess manufactured products
In
that would
cash.
be in there, as well as the cash. Yes, high end as far as electrical, mechanical systems for housing all this, exhaust and high end filtration as far as within the facility. But it's really a large kind of point of sale area out front with tables and millwork to be able to display product and have transactions. And like I said, back behind
Wow.
house, very just easy office space that houses the individuals that are there.
Right. Were you aware, or do you, because you mentioned developers taking the lead on these projects, and you come in once something needs to be built, but are you also responsible for the zoning checks to make sure what you have been asked to build can be properly permitted, or again, that's still the developer's owner's purview?
That's still developer, owner, architect, the design team as they're going through, getting properties acquired, making sure the zoning works for that intended use. And as it goes through the permitting process, before it goes through the permitting process, all that would be teed up as far as allowing that type of use, of that type of facility in that intended, location. So all that's done way before, again, I get involved.
Sure. Okay,
Lou,
great.
give me your top 5 deals you've done.
Top 5 deals. We have done a tremendous amount of work for UPS. We ended up doing a 7 building project that was about 2 million, about 1.8 million square feet of tilt up product, large warehouse space. that we ended up developing for UPS. That was one of their highest netting sales at the time back in 2008. That sold for $78 million. Very successful project for UPS. I did the library in Laurel for Prince George's County. It was a national award-winning library designed by Grimm and Parker, and for the benefit of Prince George's County. It is not only a library for the citizens in and around Laurel and the surrounding areas, it's also a refuge facility as far as being able to go there in the event of a storm, power outages, floodings. This facility has generator backup, 100% generator backup, as well as solar panels on the roof to aid in electrical needs in the event that power is out.
I was at that grand opening, by the way.
You were there, yes. A very nice project that we did the entire thing, tore down the old building, put up the new building, as well as did the redo of the surrounding park facility for the area of Laurel. We were also a partner with a couple of larger people as far as I'm drawing a blank. North of Grumman, we did 2 large command facilities after 9/11 happened. We did a large facility down in Roanoke and Stafford, command facilities that police, fire, rescue, nursing, everybody could be in these facilities, all on the same radio frequencies to be able to fight any type of major disasters like that. We ended up doing 2 facilities, a 35,000 square foot and a 48,000 square foot building, all the site work, base building, interior, commercial construction. It was something that was near and dear to the hearts of the ownership group, but although they made a tremendous amount of money, wasn't enough money as far as for the parent company Northrop Grumman to continue to be excited in. And we only did two of the projects, but we were supposed to be doing those all up and down the East Coast, all the way out to the Mississippi. It was a good run while it lasted, but wish there was more of that. Number 3 would have been probably King Farm. King Farm, again, doing the high-rise and associated parking garage there. Just a huge project, $42 million, just our largest lump sum project to date. That was a great win for us, and really put us on the map of a whole nother type of construction.
That's your 4th, actually.
That's the 4th.
Well, I thought the second was 2 with Northrop Grumman. So I counted 5.
Yeah,
But
that was two projects.
It's impressive.
Yeah,
However you count it, 4 or 5, it's all impressive.
It's a lot.
My last would be we just finished a medical facility inside of a jail down in Prince George's County for inmate usage, where we built a 15,000 square foot 2-story hospital inside the middle of a jail. Very high-end, complicated project that my team was able to pull off, and very successful, trying to make something from paper actually come into the real life, construction aspect with a lot of risk. And thankfully, my team was much smarter and better than I am to be able to figure it out.
Hey, Lou, let me go to a question that's related to your last point there. So I have a client that's looking to identify a medical facility, hospital, specialty hospital, and we are in the market looking at office buildings and things like that for their practice. But the other day they mentioned, hey, we could get a warehouse. You mentioned industrial was hot. I'm wondering, are you a resource for this client if I identify just a warehouse space, and whether or not it would meet their programmatic needs? I mean, talk to us about how you might get involved earlier with an owner looking to develop something, but it's very early because the broker is still out trying to identify a suitable site?
Yeah, we do that all the time. So that would be kind of a design build, assisted design build. An owner has a vision of what kind of facility that they want. So again, is the needs there 5,000 square feet, 10,000 square feet, whatever that might be, and then what kind of specialty systems, specialty pieces, parts and pieces that are needed inside that. We would be able to help and assist in putting together budgets to say, okay, this is going to be a whatever $1 million build out, $5 million build out, $150,000 build out. Again, trying to understand the costs on the construction side of things that would be added to the rent or buy or whatever, as far as the facility, to be able to understand the total cost, not only just the construction. So that's something we do all the time as far as trying to get involved early on. I work with a tremendous amount of architects, and mechanical, electrical, plumbing engineers that I would bring on as part of my team to help fester the design and understand what the client's needs are, to then be able to help you guys as far as the leasing agent to try and find something that would meet their needs to be able to execute what they're trying to get done.
Okay. Hey, our technical support, me. We threw up a couple numbers and emails and address where people can find you. Are these still good numbers on how people, if they want to get in touch with NARDI Construction, are these the numbers? Are there different numbers? What's the
those are the numbers? Yes, those are the numbers. That's my corporate address as far as where I am. The email address there is the rock of my company that happens to be my sister. My sister, Mary Jo Kite. She is my office manager and takes care of everything here as far as at the office. Very important person that would get all the information disseminated to the right people, including myself.
Okay.
But no, that is proper contact information.
Great. Lou, you mentioned 45 years. Your dad started the business. Your dad's still around?
Yes, he is.
As your vice president.
Yes, sir.
We transitioned over. Right now, the child is taking care of dad. And okay, you're building a lot. Your hands are in the dirt. You're doing all these things great with Prince George's County. Talk to the people about the things, though, that you're passionate about. I know you're a family man. Talk to them about those other philanthropic organizations that I know that you support. I know you swing clubs. I know you give to charities and all. Tell people, hey, when you are not out building $18 million warehouse facilities that tilt up, where your heart really is and what you get involved in, where you put your money after you get their money, because you already said you're not working unless you're gonna get paid. But when you do get paid, where do you put your money, brother?
I would say as far as it's not philanthropic, but before the philanthropic, I do a lot of work with small businesses, MBE businesses, local businesses in Prince George's County to try and get them help in trying to win some of these solicitations. So spend a lot of time working with up and coming companies, new companies, putting people in business that can help, at the end of the day, me as far as gain business, but also help them grow business. One of my largest success stories would be one of my drywall companies that was just a painter that was with another company, went out on his own, started his own drywall demo business, went from nothing, and right now he did almost $18 million last year. Those certainly get excited as far as me believing in people and knowing that they could do something for the greater good, not only for work, but then also having them grow a business to be able to help others as well. On the philanthropic side of things, going to church and just daily or weekly offerings as far as there. But two organizations that I've gotten involved in. One is the Patriot Point. It is a facility down in Cambridge that is meant to take care of wounded veterans. To be able to give them an opportunity to come out and do outside activities, a lot of hunting, fishing activities to not only pay them back and reward them for the service that they provided, but also the extremely wounded individuals that are just looking to get their mind off of things and return to something fun and kind of help them return to quote unquote normal life.
Did one of them help catch that marlin in the back?
No, sir.
That
That
was
was me and only me when I was 16 years old. That was another endeavor with my father. A great day and an amazing experience, and I was happy to do it again with my son. 2 summers ago, he caught a 550-pound blue marlin out of Ocean City. Very, very, very cool experience.
Fantastic.
Don't let Lou talk as modest, because he's the go-to guy where we live when someone needs some help in a charity. And he's always my first call. He's never said no to any kind of charitable contribution. His question back to you when you ask him is, how much do you need?
Yes.
Never no. Oh, what is it about? How much do you need? Yep. Okay. Click. Done.
Fernando has taught me a long time ago, people helping people. If I can try and help somebody and it's for a cause that, the monies goes to the intended cause and really tries to benefit, that family, individual, whatever it is, that's where I put my money into. I'm not really, truly worried about this organization or that organization. It seems like every day there's calls and asks, but happy to be able to do what I can with people that have reached out and be able to help, try and help. Period.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Hey everybody, this has been Lucian Romano, the president of NARDI Construction. Construction company based in Prince George's County, located here on Baltimore Avenue in Beltsville, Maryland. Here's his telephone number and the email to his sister. Well, is she married?
She is married as well, yes.
Okay, so it's just to his sister, his office administrator, not his sister, just the frontline office administrator, her email, because she is the rock of the foundation of NARDI Construction. A family-owned and operated business here for over 45 years. It's been from dad to now to son, and now it sounds like there's some other children and other sons coming along, catching fish and catching the construction bug here. We have certainly enjoyed having you here today, Lucian, on Chasing Gazillions. Not the same as making millions. Wednesdays with Fernando and Anthony. We've had a great time. We've enjoyed you here. You have shared some great information about opportunities in the construction field here in Prince George's County, here with Prince George's County government and the private sector. You're doing great work helping small businesses to grow and thrive here. We certainly are excited and pleased and honored that you stopped by to share this information with us today. And, as tradition here on Chasing Gazillions, we say we're going to give you the last word. In truth, we don't. But we're going to try to give you the last word here on today's episode.
Thank you for having me both. You guys are doing good work trying to raise awareness for different causes and different business backgrounds. Very lucky to be able to give my 2 cents on topics at hand. So thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Perfect. Fernando?
All right, Luke, go ahead and jump off. We'll finish up.
Right, all right, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
All right. All
Enjoy
the best.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, there you go. Another good guest. Just keep rolling in.
Another great show. His information is still up.
That is as solid as it gets right there. I mean, he is very generous. He's very modest.
Dude, I don't know, man. He took us. I mean, we try to keep it light here on Chasing Gazillions, but I mean,
I was tearing up a little bit.
Well, I mean, it's sort of like, is the show maturing?
No. No. So Let's hope not. Not no. Let's hope not.
No, but you go where your guest is. I mean, it almost made me feel like I had to stop and go get a tie.
He is as good as it gets right there.
I love it. I love it.
So we're moving on. What do we got coming up next week? What do we got coming up in the future?
Do we have a guest? It seems like we have a guest every week already lined up.
We're trying to have one every week. So
I think we do. I think we do have a gentleman from the. Is next week the 15th?
It is.
Yes, we have. Hold on, let me.
You need to contact Gail Bender and get her on here. She doesn't take my calls. I don't know why. Doesn't take my calls. I must have said something. So weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Takes your calls every time you call. Yeah, I talk to her.
Hold on. Gail Bender. Who is Gail Bender with?
I think United Bank.
And what are you saying? She won't take your call?
Nothing.
Is she not? Are you not able to?
Oh, I've tried it all.
Okay, Davey S. Yarbrough is coming on the 15th. Davey, his wife, and daughter, they are with the Washington, D.C. Jazz. I think it's called the Jazz Washington Arts Jazz Foundation. They put on the annual DC Jazz Festival here, and Mr. Yarbrough and his wife and daughter, they run this foundation, and it's going to be talking about jazz arts. He used to be, I think, a director of music at the Duke Ellington School of the Arts here in Washington, D.C. He's done some other things. He has helped to launch the jazz musical career of thousands of artists out here in the world that you would know about. Wynton
Marsalis.
Yes, is a protege or a product of his work, and others go. The list goes on, and he's going to be on our show next Wednesday.
A DC personality, perfect. That's what we need. Yeah, mixing it up a little bit.
Exactly. And he also is working on a golf a fundraising event.
I like the golf.
Yes, everybody likes the golf, and so they're doing great work, and we're excited to have them on the show next Wednesday. Hey, everybody. We have enjoyed you and, tuning in to our show here, coming in to listen to us banter, and every Wednesday here on Chasing Gazillions, not the same as Making Millions.
Getting closer at NARDI Construction. They're making millions over there.
They are making millions, and he has shown you all the way towards your millions and opportunities here with him. His information is still up to get in touch with them, to do business with them. So
it's episode 10, right? Season 2, episode 10.
Yes, although I've done a poor job administratively of staying on top of it and keeping track of it. We really need some help. I will tell you this. I am meeting with someone on Sunday. He has his son, I don't know, his son is like 11 or something, 12, who already has an internet business and doing also great work, right? Maybe his son is 15. I don't know. The point is, a client of mine is I'm taking him to lunch on Sunday after service for brunch. And we're going to get on and talk about the show and what we do and how, he's going
Woodmore. You going to Woodmore?
You know what? I was thinking about taking him to Woodmore, but he said his son is but it might be a nice day, but I don't think I want to take him to Woodmore. I think I want to go somewhere where we can actually focus on. I'm gonna take the laptop, but where we can focus on getting the kind of support we need. Maybe I should take it a little more.
And
Sunday
Woodmore's
morning.
nice. Food's good. People
Yeah.
are, courteous. The staff is good.
They
You can
are.
get a table for a couple hours. No one's going to mess with you.
Yeah. Okay. So
It's
maybe
a good setting.
you want to join us?
No. What's going on this Sunday? I don't think I have anything going on.
And yet you say you're trying to put bricks in the foundation of our relationship so I can get invited to the DR. But when I extend the olive branch and say, hey man, on a Sunday after service, come spend some personal time.
It's a hard no.
Had our
It was a hard no.
Had our quarterly brunch.
I feel bad. It was a hard no. Yes. I'm still in a fog from that trip yesterday. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Right. I got at 11 o'clock. I got to get off. I'll talk to you.
So
see you. Bye-bye. Thank you, Lou.
All right. Bye.